Mediterranean.
Probably number three, and the reason it's at three is because there's a lot of fruits and vegetables and whole foods, which can be very satiating, very high nutrient, but it limits a lot of meat. And so that makes it hard for people to hit protein, which makes it hard for them to stay satiated, which makes it hard for them to retain muscle in a calorie deficit, which increases the odds that they gain the weight back. So it's not all bad, but it's definitely not ideal.
Weight Watchers.
Probably number four. The only reason I wouldn't put it at five is because I think it does a decent job of teaching portion control. But my big problem with Weight Watchers is it teaches people that your body runs on points, and it doesn't. It runs on calories. Decent for portion control, but I really don't like a system that's just not honest.
High protein.
Number one, but it's contingent upon the sources of protein actually being lean sources of protein. I mean, a high protein diet is the best way to lose weight if the calorie consumption stays low enough to keep you in a deficit. So number one, retain muscle, keeps your satiety high, and will help with your metabolism long term. But again, you got to keep the calories low on the protein sources.
Intermittent fasting.
Probably three. I think it's a tool and it can be used for calorie restriction. I mean, if you reduce your eating window, you're less likely to consume more calories. But I think a lot of people struggle to do it long term. So it's more a tool after maybe a weekend of over consuming food, or maybe in preparation for a weekend where you're going to over consume food. I think you can use intermittent fasting as a tool, but it's not a long-term solution in my opinion.
Keto.
I'm gonna put it at five. I mean, anything that's high fat, I really don't like, because fat is the most calorically dense macronutrient, and it's also very low volume compared to some sources of carbohydrates. So I think a lot of people really struggle to do keto long term because they're being taught to eat these high calorie foods, and while they're nutrient dense, they're also calorie dense, and that makes it really hard to lose weight. Most of the success that people have from keto is early on, when they're having a glycogen dump and losing a ton of water weight because they cut out carbohydrates. Anything high fat, I'm generally not a fan of.
Carnivore diet.
I'll put it at two, because it can be good, but again, a lot of people have a propensity to eat a lot of fat when they're doing a carnivore diet. So I have it at two because, again, if you do high protein and you're able to keep lean sources of protein on that carnivore diet, it's gonna work really well. But if you're doing carnivore and a lot of meat with a lot of fat alongside of it, it's gonna be really hard to keep your calories low. So number two, contingent upon your protein sources being lean sources of protein on that carnivore diet.
Low calorie.
I mean, if it's low enough to get you in a calorie deficit, it's number one. So right alongside high protein. And in my opinion, that combination of high protein and low calorie is going to be the best solution to get you in a calorie deficit that's sustainable long term, to get the weight off, keep it off, and avoid any sort of metabolic health concerns that you would get from maybe some of these other diets here.